So we're going to start off today with our my strength testings quite early in the morning. So moving forward between Christmas and New Year, it's a bit like no man's land, isn't it? You're not quite sure what to do with yourself. So I'm going to set myself a new challenge, and it's going to be testing my strength. And then moving forward is going to be using rest periods to try and maximize my workouts a little bit more. So today's strength testing is going to be the bar I set for myself. I'm going to pick the three lifts that I want to improve on. It's going to be deadlift, it's going to be bench press, and it's going to be pull-ups. Okay, so moving forward, it's just going to be testing my 10 rep max, which just means as much weight as I can do for 10 reps. I may leave one or two in the tank. It is not going to be to absolute failure because I don't want to get injured, but I'm going to try and go for that 10 rep max. So I'm going to do a couple of two warm-up sets, maybe 3, see how I feel, and then the last set is going to be the biggest, heaviest weight I can lift for 10 reps. And I'm going to be using probably 2 to 3 minute rest periods in between each set, just so I'm recovered and warm. And then we'll see how we go. So it's going to be a nice, quick, probably workout today, nothing too crazy. And I will pop up my numbers on the video somewhere as well. And just to point out, this is going to be a 6-week challenge. So I'm going to give myself 6 weeks. I'm going to explain a bit more about how I'm going to do it, but my training will be the same as what I do, but I'm just utilizing longer rest periods in between sets, which is a little bit different for me. So that's it. I shall see you very soon. So it's really important when you're doing deadlifts to essentially use the legs to drive the exercise. It's not a pulling exercise. You're not pulling your back. You're driving through the legs, keeping your back nice and stable, and that's going to give you the push that you want. So for me, my opinion on deadlift is it's a pushing exercise, not a pulling exercise. You're pushing with your legs to lift the weight up, not pulling with your back to crane the movement up. 3 minutes, and we're back into another weight. That was a total of 60 kilos on the bar. So warm-up set number 2, and you start using some lifting straps just so my grip doesn't die. Kilos, 10 reps, 3 minute rest. Okay, so that was my third warm-up set, 100 kilos for 10. I reckon 120 will be my sort of 10 rep max. So I'll take 3 minutes, I'll do that 120, see how it goes. If I can do a bit more than 10, I will. If I do a little bit less, I will. But ultimately, that'll be, I think, my number. All right, 120 on the bar, let's see what I do. Okay, so I got 8, which is pretty good. So it'd be interesting to see how the next 6 weeks go and see if I can improve that number. So that was 120, 8 rep max. Probably could have done one more, but form started to go a little bit. Don't want to injure myself. So stop to 8. Smart thing, guys. So you're doing any kind of strength testing, okay, and obviously you're doing big weights, especially on the bench press, safety is first, okay? So these bars here are going to stop this barbell sticking me to the bench if I get stuck. And it'll save your life potentially. I've dropped the barbell on my face before and it's not much fun. I've also been stuck under the bar, which isn't much fun. So when you're doing any kind of strength testing like I'm doing today, is just make sure that the safety is there in place. So if you can't lift that last rep out, you've got something to balance this on so you don't get hurt. Super strong bench press, and that last set I did was really my max set. So what I've done is I'm going to pop an extra 2.5 on there, give myself 3 minutes, and I'm going to push this out. Very unlikely I get 10 reps, but if I get 7 to 8, that's cool. Give me a good benchmark. In 6 weeks time I'll do this again. Hopefully there'll be some improvements. I use the same weight, hopefully I've got more reps, which will show I've got a little bit stronger. Okay, so we're going to go with this, my max weight, see how it goes. Wish me luck. I was 8, no way I can do any more than that. I would not have been able to lift that up off my chest. So 8 is my number for pull-ups. So what I'm using for this one is a 10 kilo weight and a dog lead actually, believe it or not, to keep the weight down. Smart, right. 5.5. Let's see what happens in 6 weeks. So morning. So today is my first sort of proper training day in my 6-week challenge. So what I did my strength testing 2 days ago on Wednesday, and did a cardio day yesterday, and then today's going to be my first proper training. So my training program is not going to change that much, simply because I kind of train the same way all the time. I really enjoy the way that I train. I typically train full body 3 times a week, okay? So when you're looking at, you know, what's best for building muscle and all those sorts of things, they recommend about 10 sets per week per body part. So when I do 3 times a week, what I do is I usually do 3 to 4 sets per week of exercises, which makes it to about 10 to 12 sets per body part. So for me, that's perfect. But the only thing that I don't do to really maximize my workouts is my rest times are always way lower than what they should be. So in order to, you know, overload your muscles properly, to get stronger, you know, you got to rest a little bit. Rest and recuperation is all part of it. I tend to get a little bit impatient, and, you know, 30 seconds, 40 seconds, I'm done. So what I tend to have to do is to keep the volume up, I suppose, or the reps up, is I'll pick a heavier weight, and then I got to take the weight off the bar to be able to do the same amount of reps, because otherwise, you know, the strength decreases so quickly in 30 seconds. And, you know, it's like I got to change that mentality if I want to get stronger. So one of my focuses has been losing weight. In the last 7 months, I lost 6 kilos, 6.5 kilos. So now what I want to do is actually, you know, get some of that strength and muscle back. And I think the only way I'm going to be able to do that is to actually make sure my rest periods are correct. So it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a bit of hanging around, but it is what it is. I'll try it 6 weeks, see what happens. So with I'm going to be using the weights that I use on my strength testing day at about 25% less than what I did on the testing day. And I'm going to try and hit the range of about 10 to 12, or maybe 8 to 12 of an 8 to 12 rep max. So I want to be failing around between 8 to 12 reps, and hopefully with the rest periods I'm going to be able to use more weight to put more overload to be able to, you know, get maximize the strength in the gym. So that is how it's going to happen. I'm not far away from the gym. It's New Year's Eve today, in New Zealand anyway, and fun fact for you, 13 years ago today I flew out to New Zealand, which is fantastic. So that's it. I will see you in the gym. So I'm in the gym, happy place, and this is where the magic's going to happen. Okay, so we're going to be using some good compound movements, and I'll talk you through how I'm going to do the workouts, what exercises I'm going to be using anyway, and yeah, hopefully I get the strength gains that I want in the next 6 weeks. So my workout pretty much is going to about 7 exercises today, okay, and it's going to be 1 warm-up set and it's going to be 3 workout sets. And a warm-up set is literally like kind of like greasing the groove, so getting the movement going, feel what the movement feels like. If there's any injuries or anything that you feel is not going to be right, then this is the time to pick that up, okay? But ultimately, 7 exercises. So it's usually a squat or a deadlift pattern for me. So my strength test is going to be the deadlift, but you still need to work the quads and you still need to, you know, work the legs in different ways. So what I'm going to do over the 3 workouts of the week, I'm going to pick a deadlift and a squat, and then I may do an accessory type thing like leg curls or leg extensions on the 3rd day, okay? But they still follow the same principle, which is 3 minutes in between sets, going to near failure on each one, 1 warm-up set, 3 working sets, okay? And I'm going to go into bench press. I'm just going to stick with that. I'm not going to use dumbbells, it's going to be bench press all the way through. Going to be pull-ups or a lat pull-down machine or something, the same movement pattern, but you know, I'll mix it up a little bit because you know, they all have different benefits going through the workout. So I'm not going to be doing the same exercises all the time, it gets a bit boring. Then there's going to be a rowing movement. So the good rule of thumb is that for every pushing exercise you do 2 pulling exercises, okay? So I'm going to be doing pull-ups and I'm going to do some kind of row. I think today will be a bench supported row, which I'll show. And it's going to be some kind of shoulder press. Depending on how my shoulder feels, sometimes it gets a bit tweaky, so I may change it to a side raise. Doesn't matter, it is what it is. But for these 3 exercises here, I mean, this shoulder press is a compound exercise, but I'm not going to be pushing it too hard because I do have a sore shoulder. So I'm just going to literally go through the motions, go as heavy as I can, really feel the exercise, so I'm not really pushing too hard. Then I got some kind of curling exercise, and then an extended exercise for the triceps. So that's how all my workouts are going to look. But this is how I work out all the time. I've been doing this way for at least the last 12 months. But the only difference is there's going to be a 3-minute rest between each one. And I'll explain in a different segment why the 3 minutes thing is important. But ultimately to do with energy reproduction within the body. So that's it. Let's go and do a workout. So this is my squat setup today. Okay, so these are really important. Safety bars, okay, because when you're squatting, lifting a bit heavier, the last thing you want to be doing is literally hurting yourself. You know, if the weight's too heavy and you can't squat, okay. So always set these safety bars up in whatever rack you're going to do it. I'm going to warm up set with the bar. I'm using a pad. You know, don't want to be uncomfortable. That's cool. And obviously, those of you that know me, I've had 8 knee operations. I've got sore knees, so. The squat's going to depend on how my knee feels. I'm going to try and get down to parallel just below. 60, I think, is going to be my my limit today. I'm going to just do however many you can. knees feeling good. So pull-ups are pretty hard, obviously. So what I'm going to do is if I can't, I'm going to use straps for the next set. That's going to help focus on my muscles, not the grip. And then if it gets really hard, I'll use a band to help me push out the last three. There's not a lot of variation with it, it's my body weight only. So I need to make an adaptation if I need to make it easy enough for me to get the 10 to 12 reps out. So that's a very challenging exercise because there's no body movement with it. So you're forcing the back and biceps to do all the work while your chest is supported. And after pull-ups, it's really difficult, you know, but it's cool. So far so good. It's the 3-minute rest in between has been a bit different. I've definitely pushed out more weight and more reps, which is really good. So hopefully on day one of my 6-week challenge is going to be really good. So see you on the next one. So I'm supersetting those exercises, shoulder press and barbell curl, using different muscle groups. So curls using the biceps, shoulder press using shoulders and triceps. Just going to speed this workout up a little bit. 3 minutes in between each exercise is a long time, so I've got to figure out a way to maximize my time, and that's how I'm going to kind of do it, I think, moving forward. So yeah, nearly done. That was the workout. Day number one done. Definitely room for some tweaks and improvement in there. So one of the things that kind of, when I come and train, I don't like to be in the gym for more than really an hour. I was an hour and 10 minutes. So I think there's some opportunity in there for me to kind of condense things down a little bit. 3 minutes is a long time, okay? Stop it. But ultimately, what I need to do is I can condense some workouts, so some exercises. So for argument's sake, maybe not with the squats and deadlifts, but for the benches and pull-ups, maybe I could pair them together, superset them together, because using different muscle groups, you can do one, like a bench press, pushing the chest and triceps, and then you can go straight into the pulling exercises, and you're not going to sort of interfere with the muscle groups, okay, which is what we want to do. So the whole point of the 3-minute rest is to let the muscles recover before you work again. So if I can do these back to back, or even in a tricep, I can do a bench press, I could do pull up and maybe a shoulder fly. They're all working different muscles, and that'll give me the circuit of 3 minutes in between each exercise. So maybe I could condense it down to under an hour, which is going to be the plan. So when I come back in here on Monday, because it's Friday today, I think. So we'll look at it to do that way. So I'll pair things up a little bit better. I'll give you the new update. And you can give it a try for yourself. But yeah, I didn't actually like sitting here for 3 minutes at a time, just sitting here waiting. And that's why I think traditionally all my exercises are usually 30 seconds and 45 seconds. It's because I just don't want to be waiting around, you know. So that's my thing. So if I can get this down to about 45-50 minutes, I'll be happy. Definitely be able to stick with that. And yeah, good. But on the upside though is that every weight I picked was usually like my heavier weights. and I was able to do 3 sets within that rep range that I wanted, which I've not been able to do before, because normally, you know, when you rest for 30 seconds, you could do, say, like 70 kilos on bench press and you get 10 or 11, and the next one's 6 and 5. So then what I was having to do before was strip some weight off to be able to do the 10 reps. So this was really good. I was able to push more weight, which gets me in more volume, which hopefully will get me more gains down the track. And obviously I'm in my 40s now, so you know, I got to kind of take what I can, train a little bit differently to how I used to be, to kind of keep on improving. So that's it from me. See you next time, guys, and yeah, let's get it done. So on to my 3rd set of pull-ups now, and it's getting pretty tough, to be honest with you. I'm kind of at the limit of my maxing out on each set, so there's no way I'm going to be able to get 10 reps out of pull-ups now in my 3rd set. So what you can do really is use a band just to offset your weight just a little bit. So what this is going to do is going to allow me to sort of get a bit more volume in. So instead of being able to do 5 reps on my body weight to failure, I might be able to get 10 now with slightly offset. So I'll still get that work done. It's just helping me do it, assisting me with it with the rest of the reps. And you know, so a couple of days ago I did 3 sets of 10. It's not going to happen today. It is what it is. You take it rough with a smooth, you know. So I'm going to use this just to help me do it. So yeah. And you're just going to push it down and stand on it. Okay. Grab it as you normally do, and then you just pull up. So allow me to get 11.5 reps out instead of 5 or 6, I reckon, would be my max. So it's good. So that's a good way to help you along if you're not quite feeling it and you can't quite get to where you want to get to. So this exercise is something called a pendulum row or dead stop row, or lots of variations of it. And it's just a really good way to build your back, a really good pulling exercise. And what you do, you come to a stop at the floor and then pull up. You can use your actual legs a little bit to yank the weight up, pull the weight up. And what you're allowed to do is to overload the eccentric. So whereas I'm like a really hard pulling, I can use my legs to pull it up, and I can gently or slow the eccentric down. And that's going to put more overload on the back. Your muscles are stronger on the eccentric than they are on the concentric, which is a really good thing to know. You can try to get stronger. Control the eccentric, which is the lower portion. So what you're going to do is you can come into kind of a deadlift grip. You can lift and pull back down this way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, really hard today. Bear in mind I've just done a set of 3 sets of deadlifts and 3 sets of pull-ups. So this is really overloading the posterior chain of the back. So this exercise may not be your strongest, but definitely a good back builder. Give it a go, so let me know how you go. Okay team, so I'm into the start of this new training program on the just before New Year's, I think, which was 31st of December, New Year's Eve. I started this new training program, and the goal was obviously, as you already know, that to change nothing about my training, the same kind of training program, but utilizing more rest. So instead of doing my usual 30-45 second rest, I'm doing 3-minute rest. Okay, so to date, I just want to kind of talk to you about, you know, kind of how far I've come in just the last 3 weeks. So it is now, actually two and a bit weeks, isn't it? It's the 16th today, 16th of January. So go for the main ones I'm looking at. So deadlifts, pull-ups, I think it was, and yeah, deadlifts, pull-ups, and bench. So when I first started, I was doing to failure in each exercise pretty much. So the first week was 25 kilos per side of the bar. So it's 50, the bar's 20, so it was 7. So 75 kilos on the bar pretty much, and I did 11, 11, 10. So today it's 26.25 kilos per side. I did 11, 10, 10. So you can see that I've obviously increased the weight and kept the similar kind of reps as well, which means I'm getting stronger, okay, which is really, really good, really positive. And by using this 3-minute rest period, I'm able to get more volume in. So whereas before, if I was doing 26.25, I'd have got 10, 6, 4 maybe, with 30-second rest, but now I'm able to do way more volume, and the volume just equals sets times reps times weight gives you the volume. I'm able to overload the muscles better than I was before, which is a big deal. This is going to help me get stronger. So pull-ups today, although that doesn't change an awful lot, but I started off doing 10, 10, 7. And I'm going to use last week's as a better indicator because today I was pretty tired. And I did 11, 11, 9. So straight away, you know, I've done 3, 4, 5 reps more over the course of the workout, which is huge, which is going to help me get stronger on the track. Today, I had to use a band, as you see, and it just previously gone by, because I was never going to get that amount of reps, but I wanted to get the volume in, so that was that. And the deadlift, obviously started with, so I was doing 120 for 8. That was my max deadlift day, and I started doing my working sets with 110, 10, 10, 10. And now today was 112.5, 10, 10, 10. So again, obviously I've got a little bit stronger in the last couple of weeks. And bearing in mind, I am going to pretty much failure in each exercise. So it's really, really promising. Halfway through, really happy. Next, I got 1 week left of training here, then I'm away for a week, just for holidays, just how it's landed. So what I'm going to do is I'm hopefully going to let that week use as a bit of a deload week. So I'm going to do a bit of jogging, bit of bodyweight stuff. So I'm not going to be in the gym doing stuff. But when I come back the week after, I'll have 2 weeks into it. Then I'll be doing my strength testing again. But so far, having just an extra, 3-minute rest in between sets has been a huge difference. I've got way stronger in a short space of time compared to what I've been doing in the past. So really pleased with the results so far. And yeah, got some biceps coming on. Anyway, that's it from me, guys. Have a really good day, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya. Okay, morning team. So Gavin here, and I'm back now today with my 6-week strength testing day today. Looking forward to it. Pretty tired, so basically only had about 6 hours sleep last night. Finished work really late. I had a client this morning at 7, so I didn't have a lot of sleep. So it's my strength testing day anyway. I'm going to do it regardless. I mean, that's what life's all about. Things pop up. Things have popped up. I had a week away, bit of bits and bobs. It's been really, really hot, really humid. Lots of like things against me. So I'm going to give it a go anyway. I've worked pretty hard for the last 6 weeks. So let's just see what I can do today. Let's see if this 3-minute thing has made a difference. Anyway, see you then. All right, team. So we're going to be just doing the. I'm going to go through the warm up like I did last time. Try and keep things the same. Not really going to record it. Doesn't matter. But what I will do, I'll just record the actual weights I'm lifting for the test. Okay. So for deadlifts, last time I did 120 kilos for 8 reps. I was pretty maxed out. So I'm going to see if I can push out a few extra reps today. See how it feels. And just let you know if it's made a bit of a difference. So I'm not sure. I've not done it before, so we'll see how it goes.
Right, okay.
Okay, awesome. So managed to push out 12 reps. So that was 4 more than last time. And I was felt how I feel now on the last time. So pretty good. For the first lift, not a lot of sleep. 6 weeks good. 4 extra reps at 120. Makes it out to be about 480 extra kilos. Which is pretty cool, pretty happy with that. Awesome job. Team, so that was absolutely awesome. So I'm so pleased with these 6 week results I've got. So cracked out so my first strength testing day, a recap. The warm-up sets I did on the deadlift was 60 kilos for 10, 80 kilos for 10, 100 kilos for 10, 120 kilos for 8, and I had 3-minute rest periods in between each one. Okay, so going back today, so revisiting this on the 10th of Feb today, yeah, which was the 6 week mark. Okay, I warmed up the same, so I did 60 kilos of 10, 80 kilos of 10, 100 kilos of 10. They all felt really good. They did 120 for 12, like amazing. So that's four reps more. It doesn't sound a lot, but when you 120 kilograms times 4 extra reps, 480 kilos, that's how much volume is. So that's how much strength I've gained. That's probably, I've put some muscle on as well, which is good because I've gotten stronger. And it is such a nice feeling to have. So bench press has never been a really good strong point for me, but the warm-up sets was 60 for 10, 70 for 10, 75 for 8. And today I did 60 for 10, 70 for 10, 75 for 11. And that's 3 extra reps. So brilliant, absolutely awesome in terms of the increase in strength for me. And then I did pull-ups. So I had 10 kilos weight strapped to my waist, and I did 5.5 reps. And today I did 9.5 reps, so 4.5 reps altogether, or 10 reps, whatever you want to call it. So 5, that's another 4 reps as well. So literally by changing nothing about my workout, I've literally gained a huge amount of strength, been able to lift far more weight in just 6 weeks by utilizing a 3-minute rest period between training body parts. And I must be honest with you, going forward, I'm going to continue to train this way. I know my strength gains are not going to continue to go as well as they have. I've had a really bad sleep. I've had 6-hour sleep. I'm a shift work. I work nights, work earlys, work lates. Very busy, run a business, all those things. But my training has been my training, and I try and fit in what I can and do what I can. So absolutely awesome. I would definitely recommend that if you want to try and get a little bit stronger, based on what I've seen so far in just 6 weeks, you can actually really increase your strength quite significantly by taking that extra reps, that extra rest. And the reason being is that it's giving your ATP stores, which is the energy within the muscle that is produced anaerobically, to keep working. Because when you rest for 3 minutes, you're giving your energy stores
chance to recover, so you can push out a few extra reps. And if you can push out more reps with the same weight, you do more volume, which means you've done more work. Therefore, your body will adapt to get stronger. So when I was doing 30 to 40 second rest periods, I'd be, significantly reducing the weight, just to get through the sets of reps I need to do. But it's obviously not allowing my body to, not really challenging my body that much, and this is way different. So definitely recommend it. Highly pleased with my results, to be honest. You can probably tell I'm pretty chuffed. And yeah, have a good one, guys. Hope you like the video. Like, subscribe, give a comment, let me know your thoughts, and yeah, see you on the next one. See you guys, bye.